Welcome, my name is Katie. I'm a wife, I'm a mom, and I work full-time. I love makeup and skincare. I truly believe every single woman wants to look and feel her best, and I have the tools and the resources to help you get there. And today I'm going to be sharing with you the Maybelline Fit Me. This is the matte plus poreless, or matte and poreless foundation. It's a liquid foundation. This is the shade 230 Natural Buff, and this is great for normal to oily normal to oily skin. So I actually got a request to try this shade. I've done a couple of videos with this foundation. I have done one with 228 as well as 125. So this 228 is more of a soft tan. 230 is a natural buff. So I will do this demo so you can see what that looks like, and I'll also post a link in the description so you can see the other videos that I've done. I'm going to be using the e.l.f. Mineral Infused Face Primer. It's similar to my Unique Touch Glorious Face Primer. It's not as long wearing, but it does still have kind of like that really soft feel to it on the skin. It's towards the end of the day, so I don't need my makeup to last as long. I'm mainly just doing this so you can see the color and what that looks like on the skin. So this is a primer that I grab when I don't really need makeup to wear super long throughout the day, but I am putting on some makeup. So I'm just rubbing it into the skin. You can see it dries clear, and now my skin feels super soft, but primer is so important. It fills in your fine lines and wrinkles. It helps hold your makeup in place all day long, so don't skip primer. And for best results, make sure you let that primer dry for about 5 minutes before you go in with your foundation. Let's get into this foundation. Again, with this particular foundation, there's no dropper, there's no paddle, there's no pump to get that foundation out. So what I do is I just went to the Goodwill and I got this little tray. Like you can see, it has a little bit of makeup on it. You can easily wash it with soap and water. But what I do is I just pour a little bit out onto this glass tray, so that way I can put my brush into it. It does come out pretty quick, so that's like way too much, because this is definitely a full coverage foundation. I was looking at the website. This foundation, the Maybelline Fit Me Matte Plus Poreless foundation, comes in 40 different shades. There are a ton of shades to choose from. What else can I tell you about it? Like I said, it's great for normal to oily skin. It's a matte formula that features micro powders to control shine and blur pores. It is a pore minimizing foundation, all day wear, dermatologist tested, allergy tested, and you can apply it with your fingertips. I recommend applying it with a kabuki brush. I love my kabuki brush from Unique. Over on the website, it also lists all of the ingredients that are in the foundation and tells you a little bit more about it. It is oil-free as well. I use my Unique kabuki brush, and I'm just going to press into that a little bit onto the brush to kind of start pressing that into the skin now that I have let my primer dry down all the way. So all I'm doing is taking a little bit of that product and buffing it into the skin. You can get buildable coverage. To make this truly matte, what I do is I take a little bit of my Unique pressed powder and I press that on top. But again, you can see this foundation gives you really nice coverage and is matte. It has a little bit of a smell to it, nothing too crazy. I really, really like it. I actually got a shade that's actually even a little bit darker. You can go in where you might need a little bit more coverage. I'm going to press a little bit more on the cheeks so you can see what that looks like. But again, this foundation, great coverage. I highly recommend using a quality primer, and I also recommend using a setting product. So you can use setting powder. That's going to help really with that matte finish. And also the setting powder, what that is going to do is it is going to absorb any oils that your skin produces throughout the day that can cause your makeup to break down. You can see it like this color is, again, it's natural. I got sun today, so I have a little bit of red to me. But you can see it says natural buff, but I do think it has like a little bit of a golden undertone to it. Let me know what you think, if it looks truly like a neutral, like a natural, or if it has a little bit of an undertone to it. I'll make sure and take a picture in front of natural light as well so you can see that. But again, make sure you use either a setting powder or a setting spray. A setting spray is great. It's like hairspray for your face, where essentially it's going to help prevent any kind of external factors from messing up your makeup. I like to, if I'm doing an all day wear and I need flawless coverage, I'm going to use my primer and I'm going to use a setting powder and a setting spray. I'm going to double up. So there you have it. If you have any questions about this product, please do not hesitate to ask. Let me do this. I'm going to do a little bit of a swatch with the two so you can kind of see them side by side. All right, so the other one that I have is called 228 and it's a soft tan. So I'm going to just pour a little bit of that next to it so you can kind of see the two side by side. And I can kind of go like this, go like this. So there you can kind of see it side by side on my fingers. There you can see it side by side on the tray. It looks really similar, but definitely with that tan, it has a little bit more of that olive undertone versus the natural buff truly is more of like a natural kind of balanced tone to it. Let me swipe this on my arm so you can see that as well. It's kind of side by side there. Okay, so there you have it. This one here is the one that I applied to my face today. This is the one that I applied previously, and it is the 228 soft tan versus the one today is the 230 natural buff. There you have it. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. If you like these types of videos where you request a foundation shade and I bring it to you, give me a thumbs up. Let me know that in the comments below. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. Ring the bell so that way anytime I post a new video, you are notified. Have a great day.